How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode in the life of survival out here in No Man's Land. We left off the last episode, which is getting our field created here, and we're going to continue working on getting that field prepped and ready to plant our canola. In the meantime, we're going to take care of our sheep, put as much wool in the spinnery as we possibly can, and start making some money. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's hop right into it. Okay, let's see. First things first, we need to get the wool over to the spinnery. So let's grab our tractor here, get our trailer off. And I think I want to start parking our equipment kind of over here in front of the beehives, not over there where I need to drive and get through. So we'll go ahead and start with putting the trailer over here. I don't think we're going to need it. We only have a little bit of honey, so I should be able to get it on the pallet forks and just take it up that way. I don't think we need the trailer. We need to check on the sheep, see how they're doing on food. We just fed them this morning, sorry. And so I think they'll be fine. Their health should be coming up too, which is really good. Start producing more wool so we can get the spinnery fed. Eventually I would like to get more sheep, because we're definitely going to need more if we are going to fill in our spinneries to keep the clothing shop supplied well enough that it will create enough clothes for us to be worth it. Alright, let's see here. Let me go ahead and get these on the pallet forks. I think we can carry these up top. Let's see how they ride. Not too much more, do we? Yeah, I thought we only had like 1,200. So okay. So let's check on the sheep real quick. See how they're doing. Yeah, their health's coming up. So they are 100% productivity, and their health is doing well. Looks like a few of them are going to be having lambs in the next couple months, so we can get a little money from that. And 20,000 liters of food should last maybe the rest of this month into next month. So should be good to go. We should be able to carry these too. I don't think they're going to fall off as long as we don't drive like a madman. They're a little crooked, as long as maybe we don't do anything too crazy. Hopefully they'll stay on there. All we have to do is just make it up. Oh, yeah, we almost screwed that up. Okay, let's slow it down just a hair here. Can we be smooth with it? It's kind of tough on the keyboard. I'd really like to get a steering wheel and a joystick, farm stick. Make turning a lot smoother, but maybe one day. Right now, we just need to get this to the sell point without it falling off and breaking. There we go. Alright, let's shut this off and have a look and see here. We need a stone picker. So it looks like we've got a few options here. Now we were looking at this one, but that is quite small with a very small radius, and it doesn't have much room. So we have the money, we have the time. Is there anything in here? No, there's not. Okay. So we have the time to save a little bit more money now, and I think the only things we're going to need to finish off the field are going to be a stone picker, a spreader for fertilizer and lime, possibly a weeder. We just cultivated / plowed the field. I'm very sure it considers it as cultivated. Let me see here. There's our field, nice big field. And I think it considers it, yeah, so it considers it cultivated, so it may start to grow weeds, which means we may need to get a weeder as well. We have, as you can see, quite a few stones in here. After we plant, it may need rolling as well. It definitely needs lime. Oh my, and I think we're 50% fertilized. Yeah, we're half fertilized, but I'm pretty sure our seeder, as it seeds, will fertilize, so that should get us up to 100% fertilization. So, yeah, I have a feeling we're probably going to need rolling afterwards as well. So we're going to have to buy some equipment, but I really want to start buying equipment to keep. I don't want to buy anything that's too small that is going to take us forever to use. So I think we're going to probably have to look at, let's see here. I'd really like to get one of these trailers. I don't know if you remember I can't remember which episode it was, but we got a trailer like this, but it was more set up for forage. This one's set up for stone, so it's probably got a little bit different header on it. I'd like to try and get one and use it. I think it'll work out well. Now, with these mods, I just got to go ahead and say this real quick. We're probably not going to use anything like this. That's a little bit unrealistic, being able to go 31 mile an hour and pick up stones. You'd just be flinging stones everywhere. They'd be flying. So I think we need to stick with something more around the 8 to 15's kind of pushing it, but that's not bad. I can see 15 mile an hour. This one does 10. So, it's not that much faster. It's a little faster. It's got a great width, but we're definitely not going to go up to the super capacity. There's no way 500,000 liters of rock would fit in this trailer. 43.4 is actually probably pushing it. Let's see what the next one is. 75,000. I could see a trailer this size possibly holding 75,000, but I really think we should probably stick with something a little more realistic, which would be 4,300 liters. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more fair. Wheels, no, that's kind of interesting. Track wheels. That's kind of cool. I don't see it, but that's kind of cool. Plus, it's $15,000 extra for tracks. I would say, though, let's see if it costs anything. No, it does not. So I would say at least a triple axle or quad axle. It is going to be stone. It's going to be super heavy, so I think a quad axle would probably be the best thing to go with. Do we need a rear hitch? No. Cover? No, we don't need a cover. It's just stone. Okay, I like that. And how much does that cost? Okay, so that is $55,500. So we're just off of that by about $2,100. So that's not too bad. We'll have that very soon, possibly even by the end of the day in our honey. So, what do we do until that is ready? I think we clean up the yard a little bit, wait for some more honey to come in, and then hopefully we can make enough money off the honey to get that rock picker, get the field picked. If it's not too dark, we'll get the field picked, and then we'll move on into May and progress into the next month and see how we're looking. Now, probably going to have to mow again towards the end of May, maybe into June. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll just keep an eye on how much the sheep are going through. I haven't really kept track of like how much food they go through a month. That may be something we need to look at, is just get them completely full one morning, and then the next morning around the same time see how much food they've consumed over like a full month's period. That would be good to know, just so when we're looking at how much food they have left, we know how long they can go. We did get our seeder, so I'm happy about that. I know it's not the biggest seeder. It is going to take a little bit do it, but we are seeding and fertilizing at the same time, so I am okay with that. It's big enough, we can get the job done until we get a bigger tractor, and maybe we can get a much larger seeder, one that requires, 300 or 400 horsepower. Right now, with the tractor that we have available to us, I think this is definitely the best option. And that can just sit right there. Let's put the forks right here by the honey. And then we'll get the mower and cultivator. Stick it over there somewhere as well. Just so it's kind of out of the way here. Let's see. I really like to do a little more first-person driving. I didn't even remember to do that. I think that's good. Okay. Pick that up. There we go. And this stuff's kind of sitting right on the edge of the property line, and we don't want whoever owns that property to come out here and get mad at us. So we'll get it all on our property out of the way in a spot where, it's a little more functional. Can I fit this between there? If I move the trailer over, possibly. Yeah, we may need to move the trailer over a hair. Let's see here. Just set this off to the side for a second, I guess. Move that trailer. Oh, wrong thing there. There we go. We are shifting gears a lot over here. Let's see if we can get this lined up. There we go. And then we'll move this trailer over a bit next to the wagon. Make room for that cultivator. A little more that way, and then straighten her out. Looks pretty good right there. Yep. We'll get this put away. So now that we've got most of the stuff out of the way, let's take a little look at the honey. Let's see where we're at here. The mower, where do we put the mower? We put it right in front of the wagon so we can like pick it up and then turn around, and then yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's do the mower right over here. We don't hit. Go. Need to lower it. There we go. Alright, so now that that stuff's kind of organized, let's see where we're at for money. Do we have... We only really need, what, 2,100? Let's see here. So we have 961. You know what, we could set this to selling, and then all of this that's converted would just sell. That's not a bad idea. For now, anyways. Let's see if we get any money at the top of the hour here. And then the honey will have to progress. It's already 6 o'clock. I just don't... Yeah, we probably won't get the field rocked tonight. We'll probably have to do that tomorrow morning. It looks like there's some rain in the forecast. Let's see. It's going to rain... May looks sunny. There's a little rain around 9 o'clock tonight, and then it clears up. And it looks like May is going to be a pretty good May. Shouldn't have too much rain going on in May. June, July, we're going to have some rain, but we should still be good. August, September. Since when does it get up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit in September? We are definitely in no man's land. September is usually like fall. It gets a little cooler at that time. But we'll accept it. Winds are pretty fair. Not too bad. Okay. So, looks like we have some more wool. Is that wool ready to go into the factory? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm just going to keep trickling this wool in here. Keep our spinnery going. So we may just leave the forks on the tractor for the time being. The camera. Let's see if we can do this. Can we? Yes, we can. Got her on there. Nice. Alright, that's in. Okay, so we'll probably sell on the hour. That's kind of how the delivery system works, so we'll have to wait till about, see, it's 6 now, so 7 o'clock, and then we'll see where we stand. Honestly, we're probably not going to get the rocking done tonight, even if we do get the trailer at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. What time does it usually get dark? It's dark around like 8, doesn't it? 7, 7:30? It's not too far off. We could see once we hit 7 o'clock here and see how far we are. Let's check where we're at. So, actually, yeah, we'll hit 7 o'clock, see what it sells for as far as the fabric that we have. If we're close, we'll grab the honey, take it up, sell it, get the trailer, and then push into May. We'll get into the 1st of May, and we'll get the field rocked up. We should have enough wool from an overnight to stock the spinnery for at least a month. So remember, the spinnery, we need about 20, so we need 2,880 liters of wool to get our spinnery through in a month of cycles. So we need that every month into the spinnery to keep it going. So we should hopefully make that overnight. If we can make a couple thousand liters, that would be huge, guys. I know you guys are doing great over there. You're fed. You're doing well. Making babies. So make us some more wool. Okay. Yeah, so we're making fabric, so maybe we'll hit that. We can go ahead and get the trailer tonight, and that way first thing in the morning we can go ahead and get the field rocked up. So after the rocking, I think the next thing we need to do for field prep is going to be probably the lime. So we're going to want to get a spreader. What are we looking for on a spreader here? Let's see. Fertilizer spreader. How much are we talking? 36,000 or 25,000? I'd really like to hold out for this guy. It's almost triple what this guy can hold. So it's 12,000. This is 4,500. So it's like 1,500 liters less than triple, but it is almost triple. And that would be fantastic to get. What's the width? Yeah, 36 meters off this guy. This is really good. A really good spreader. It does lime and fertilizer. Only takes 100 horsepower. This one is 18 meters wide. It can hold up to 14,000 liters. These are going to be way out of our price range at the moment. Yes, 19,600 liters, and it does 18 meters wide at 17 mile an hour. Wow, that's crazy. fertilizer and lime. Fertilizer, lime. That does 25,000 liters. That takes 385 horsepower to run, though. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting that guy. What's this here? Pretty much the same thing as this. Just a larger capacity. Yeah. So, larger capacity. 10,000 liters. 42 meters, which is huge. But only fertilizer. What a bummer. But I think, yeah, probably one of these two. I think this one only does fertilizer. Yep. This one does fertilizer and lime. Fertilizer, lime. 24 meters. And there's no way that little guy carries 25,000 liters of material. I can tell you that right now. So we're definitely not going to be doing that. Yeah, so I think it's probably between these two. We'll see how much money we can make. That's like a couple pallets of cloth. So maybe we can get there. Keep an eye in here as well. Maybe it won't show up. Alright, so we got about 13 more minutes, right? Yeah, 13 more minutes. 13. And we'll be at 7 o'clock, which our delivery of cloth should go through. We have about $1,000 in honey. Yeah. About $1,000. It's not too horrible. Holy cow. That is $80 over premium. That is insane. Maybe we should have saved our fabric. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, well, not too bad. Let's speed this up a little bit so you guys don't have to sit here and listen to me ramble on and on. I am running out of things to talk about. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get over here to 7 o'clock and see what's going on. Okay, so we are at 55,138, and we have the honey, I believe, to cover the rest. Yep, so let's go ahead and get that up to the sell point. And get that sold, and we will grab that rocker. Now, it is pretty much everything we have right now as far as money goes, but I think we're going to make enough money over the 2 months to get the other two pieces of equipment that we need, which is going to be probably a spreader, or spreader for sure, and then possibly, we'll see how it runs, but we may need a weeder as well. Now there's two different options for weeds. We could go with like a drag weeder, which is something that just basically gets down to the weed roots and just kills them off, or pesticide. Now, I don't know about you guys, I like to be a little bit more green and organic, so I'm more partial to the traditional dragger versus the actual pesticide itself, but sprayers aren't a bad option. Eventually, I would like to run all organics and just run like slurry as our fertilizer. Okay, there we are. Let's go ahead and pick out our rock or stone picker and get it back over to the farm. Okay, so let's see here. Where'd we go? I'm lost. There we are. Okay. I think 15 mile an hour is pretty reasonable. I don't see that as being too crazy. 8 mile an hour is a little slow. This is 10 mile an hour, so I think this one we can feel comfortable with. We do want to change up the wheels here. Get the quad axle. Change the rim color. I don't really like that. Let's see. What about stainless or chrome? What's chrome cost us? 55.8. We can afford it. Might as well throw some chrome rims on it, right? Make it look pretty. Yeah, that looks really good. So I think we'll go with that, and we're going to go with the standard. I don't think we need to go any higher than 43,000 liters. This trailer definitely is about that. So let's see. I mean, this trailer's pretty large, right? Let's look at a like traditional trailer and see what their capacities are, just to give it kind of a comparison here. So what's something that's about the size of that trailer? That one's quite larger. That's 40.8 meters cubed. That's a lot. What's this? 51.8 meters cubed. Can you just tell me liters, please? Yeah. So volume-wise, you can look at that. That's about 40,000 liters. Yeah, so I think 43's fine. I don't see any issues with that. That's pretty auto-loading bale trailer. We are not going to be using that, so we could probably get rid of that, honestly. Auto-loading bale trailers. The only one we're going to use that's auto-loading for bale trailers is going to be something like, there we go, like one of these guys. These do actually auto-load. These are traditional auto-loaders, which we will look at, because that is something that we will possibly use, but it's not like the transporting where it like floats it onto the trailer with some imaginary person putting it on there perfectly. So we may grab one of these later, but we're definitely not going to be using any auto-loading trailers. So, okay. So let's get the rock picker, head back to the farm. So I think we go with, I think it was this one, right? Yep, this one. 43,000. Change the tires up a little bit. Make sure we're quad axled because we are going to be stone, which is super heavy. And we're going to throw some chrome rims on her because why not? Alright. Let's go ahead and get this guy. And we are broke again. $800. Yay. Turn the lights on. Hooked up, and there we go. Okay, so we'll get this back to the farm. Should we go ahead and pick them tonight, or should we get into tomorrow? You know, I think we go ahead and get into tomorrow. It is getting pretty dark out, so let's get back to the farm. We will park this right where we're going to start tomorrow. We could probably drop the forks. I don't think we're going to need them on the tractor in the morning. Actually, no, we are going to need them on the tractor in the morning because we're going to, first things first, we're going to get that wool over to the spinnery, get the honey, get it sold, because prices are just going to keep going down as the time goes on. So we want to sell first thing in the morning, get as much money as we can, and then we'll get to rock picking. So let's go ahead, turn off the lights so we don't run the battery down, get through the night, and see if our friendly angry moose comes by to yell at us. Alright, here we go. Okay, so no angry moose last night. First things first, let's get this off of here. And we need to go over and get whatever wool we have into the spinnery. Regardless. Unless, what are wool prices? They're high. But they're not that high. We need cloth, fabric. Okay, so a little over 1,000 liters. That's not half bad. Grab that one. Grab that one too. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it works. So 1,638 liters. That's pretty good. That'll keep us running for about half a day. How are the sheep doing on food after going through the night? Let's see. Still okay. And how are we doing on honey? It keeps dropping, but it's going. We got to get it up there. So let's grab the trailer because we're going to need it. I don't think we can carry all of it in one go. All this on the trailer, get it up, get it sold, and then we'll come back down and do a rock. Go. So about 4 full. Oh, okay. Well, we had a little mishap there. Looks like. Yeah, a little bit of a mishap. One of our pallets spawned off the mark there. So we're going to have to fix that. How do we fix it? Do we pick up the bottom one first? Or do we push these off and try and get them together? Let's do that. Let's push them off. Oh, that's not good. Well, we tipped a pallet. Funny. Should be able to fix it. But not the best thing in the world. Let's go ahead and get this on the trailer. Actually, just set it right here for now. Okay, so hopefully we have enough skill. We can get these flipped back over. Here's one. There we go. Stick this one on there. The second one before another one spawns and gets all messed up as well. Let's see here. Here we go. Alright. Not bad. Not a huge mess, but a little bit of a mess. At least it wasn't on the trailer. I think the biggest thing would be if it were on the trailer. That would not be good. Sorry, a little hard to talk and drive the pallet forks, but we did okay. Alright, let's get this up and get it sold. And then we'll get some rocks picked out of our field. Alright, so we'll get the field picked out. That should take most of the day, probably half the day, and then we'll see where we're at, and then we're going to need to get, like I said, the fertilizer spreader. We may have to get that next month. Now I know, planting-wise, we need to plant in August for sure. No? Actually, no we don't. We're going a little fast. I just don't have as much time to look at stuff, man, when we're driving up here in this new tractor. It just goes so fast. Okay. honey sold. Very nice. Go. And down we go. Okay, so we'll get the pallet forks off, we'll get the trailer off, we'll get the rocker hooked up, and we'll go ahead and start getting the rocks out of the field. And in the meantime, while we're doing that, we may go ahead and look at when we need to plant. So we're doing canola, so honestly we could plant at the later time and give ourselves an extra month to make more money to prep the field, because in all honesty we're not in a huge rush anymore. We're doing okay. So we're all hooked up, doing good. Let's see where we need to start here. Looks like there was only a lot of rocks in this part of our field here, so we'll see. Let's look at the map and see here. Stones. Yeah, I think if we take this line we should be able to get those and then work our way up and down. Yeah, it looks good. Alright, down you go, on you go. And we'll see how this works. Yeah, this is a good speed. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's not too unrealistic. We're moving at a decent speed. And should be good. So okay, field's a little bumpy. That's not a big deal. We just need to look at planting times. So let's see. Oh, we're gonna miss some. Let's go ahead and just drive over there. Oh, hey, they go down all the way over here. Let's see, because we are doing canola, and then like half a field of wheat. And then after the half a field of wheat, we're doing sorghum. Yeah, so let's look and see. Put this on a nice, it's not a bad line. And let's take a quick look at sorghum. When does it plant? So yeah, I mean, honestly, we could plant here, harvest here. So we got plenty of time to save up some money and get the spreader that we want, and get a decent weeder too. We should be able to get a good weeder, just to get the weeds out of the field. Good size one. We'll have to look and see what we can pull as far as a weeder is concerned, weeding equipment. And here too. So this is going to make de-rocking the fields very enjoyable. This covers a lot of terrain, especially when we start expanding fields into much larger fields and getting them prepped. This is going to help out a ton. So we'll probably keep this for the rest of this series. And that is the reason I spent so much money on it. If we were just doing it just to get the rocks out of our field one time, we probably would have went with a cheaper option. The thing is, we're going to need this quite a bit as we create fields to start out with. So, and then we do have periodic plowing, so we're going to have to plow. We're going to have to get a plow, and we are going to have to plow fields at some point. And during plowing, we're going to bring up rocks as well. So having this will definitely put us in a lot better position to collect things quicker and get those fields prepped faster. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I think we fit. Wow. Okay, I thought this was going to take a lot longer. Well, we're going to be done quite a bit faster than I thought we were going to be. So we'll check out where we're at after that, and who knows, maybe we progress the month? I don't know. There's really not much to do right now. Honestly, that's the tough part, right? Maybe we could do a little bit of mowing. Yeah, I guess we could do that. We could mow that field over there, make sure we have enough grass to feed the sheep and get them full. And I think that's really all we can do. This very short month, with the path we took, we have more time, so we're not in a huge rush. But getting the field prepped the best we possibly can. Now, we aren't going to be able to mulch. That's one thing that, after the first harvest, I am going to look into getting a nice mulcher. Because if we mulch before we do anything else, so we can fertilize, then mulch, and we can get up to 100% yield bonus. So we need to mulch the fields after we harvest them. Wow, that is such a clean looking, pretty field. I'm super happy with that. So let's get over here. And this guy, I think we can park right over here for now. There you go. And let's see. Oh no, yeah, we are selling our cloth, aren't we? Let's see here. Should we hold on to it now? What the price is doing? Yeah, prices are coming down. So maybe we should just sell it every hour and get as much money out of it as we can. I mean, that's really not a bad idea. It'll keep us from having to take it up there all the time. So, yeah, I think we just leave it as selling. Every hour it's going to produce, it's going to sell, it's going to just make us money. And I think it sells at the best price. I'm pretty sure it does. Let's see here. I mean, there's only one price, so it should sell at that price based off of how many liters it has. So I think we're good to go ahead and leave that. Cheese was getting up there. What's butter? Not bad. He's doing good. What's cereal? Cereal does pretty good. Sunflower does good. Olive does good, but man, vine crops are expensive. That's something we definitely need to look into this winter after we get planted. What's chocolate? Not bad. Planks are decent. What's furniture? It's up there. What's gold? Yeah, gold's high. We're not doing these because those are just too OP. No fluctuations, huh? What are the prices? Oh, there's no selling points available for those, so we can't produce those. We could always put down a selling point for those. I think prefab walls needs a selling point as well. I don't understand why we'd have all these if we don't have a selling point for them. Potato chips, 4,400. Is there anything else that's like really good money that you guys know about? I'm just looking at soybean oil. I didn't know you can make oil out of soybeans. Rock powder, sugar cane. Yeah, so if we want to get into this stuff, especially the candies, we're going to have to put selling points down, which we may make the shop up there a dealership and just have them put down the selling points for us. Maybe we can convince them to do that. Because a lot of this stuff I would like to make and see what we can get out of it. Methane, how much does that go for? It doesn't go for much, so we probably will use the methane. I think methane is used in a couple other things like gold production and digestate maybe? No, that comes from the bioplant when you use slurry, I believe. So yeah, we'll have to take a look at some of that stuff. I think the next thing I really want to get into is cows. Get a cattle farm going somewhere around here. Let's have a quick look at the map and see, farmland-wise, what we might want to buy. Next, I think this field next to us, 45, is probably our best option. It's got a little bit of wooded area, but honestly, there's a lot of field here. We can make into a very nice field. Maybe put some production over here for it. Yeah. I really think I want to expand this field all the way up to the borderline and get rid of the stumps. And then eventually we'll get 45. 43 would be really big too. We could do that, turn that into a sawmill maybe up in this corner, cut down all these trees, put a small field on this side, and then put a nursery over here for trees. So we are in, what, year 3, rolling into year 4. Yeah. So we're is this year 3 or 4? Ooh, we might be in year 4. Are we in year 3 or year 4? I'll have to go back and look. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we're in year 3. So we'll have somewhere in the range of 5, 6, 7 years. So we could do maybe 3 rotations of trees, which would be really good. If we can get trees down by year 4, we could do trees every 3 months for 6 years and have a really good supply of wood into a sawmill. So that's something else we need to look at. Alright, so we have currently, when do we need, this is the other thing I got to figure out. So we definitely need to plant the wheat or no. So we need to plant the wheat. So we're going to have to go with wheat. We're not going to go barley. Because we want to harvest at the same time. So, yeah. We're going to plant our canola in September. Because we want to harvest in August. Harvest, re-prep the field, and then plant in October. So that'll give us a month to plant the field, or prep the field. Plant in October, harvest in August, plant in April, harvest in August. So we can August, prep the field, plant September for canola, and we'll rotate this field off of those 3 crops. And then once we get more fields, we'll look into doing, I'd like to get some sugarcane down because it just automatically grows once you harvest it. You don't ever have to replant that, which is really nice. A grass field would be really good because then we can just fertilize it and get really thick grass every time. Oilseed radish is good to put down on fields that you're harvesting as like these crops, because you can run one of these crops, get it harvested in October, clear it real fast, and then throw some oilseed radish down. That gives you 50% fertilizer. That's another organic green fertilizer that I would like to use. So yeah, there's a lot of options there. Okay, where are we at here? Let's see. Well, is there really much more to do in May? How are the sheep doing? 11,000, so we're going to have to get them some food. So let's go ahead and mow a little bit. And after we're done mowing and feeding the sheep, I think we'll probably call it a day. And push ourselves into June. and try and get us a spreader and a weeder so we can finish prepping the field correctly. Oh, a roller too. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a roller. So we'll look at that into this month. Going into next month, we'll probably look at where we sit as far as money wise, and then we'll take a look at rollers and spreaders and weeders and see what we want to do to get that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mow this section right here probably all the way out to our line. Oh, we almost tipped our trailer. That was kind of scary because we don't have anything. I guess we can push over with the tractor. All the way out to our property line. I'm just going to use this for hay right now. Okay, so let's do this. Where are we at? We're on this. We need to lower and turn on. That is lowered already. Let's turn it on. And the great part about this, we can collect while we mow. Alright, so I'll probably go ahead and speed this up. We haven't had any time lapses this episode, so I think we'll just throw one in there real quick. And when I get this done, we'll get back and get the sheep fed. We'll see you in a couple minutes.
I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going around in the same place. Can't decide. Live my life on the ground or in outer space. Memories keep me waiting for you. Keep me waiting for you. Leave with me to the stars above. I think I'm ready for you. Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going around in the same place. Can't decide. Live my life on the ground or in outer space. Memories keep me waiting for you. Keep me waiting for you. Leave with me to the stars above. I think I'm ready for you. Memories keep me waiting for you. Keep me waiting for you. Leave with me to the stars above. I think I'm ready for you. I want it better than the weekend. We can take it back to when we said just friends. Don't wanna tell you something new. I never said I'll fall for you. I want it better than the weekend. You can show me just what I'm missing. Pretend. Don't wanna tell you something new. I never said I'll fall for you. We don't gotta fix it.
Alright, not too bad. It's pretty good. So we're going to get this turned off. We got the sheep completely full, and we've got just over 11,500 liters, so 11,648 liters to put back into the sheep. If they need more food tomorrow, so that should keep them satisfied for the next month or two, and hopefully they'll keep producing that wool. We're about at a half a day here. You know what? Probably just gonna go ahead and park this trailer right where we're gonna need it. So let's back up here. There we are. And we'll just park it right in the spot where we can feed them. So we can just hook up and give them the rest of the grass when they're ready. I'll have to go around. Let's see here. There we go. Alright. And we'll go ahead and fold up the motor and drop it over here. Yeah, we'll just drop it right there. That looks good. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and get hooked up to the pallet forks here. We'll sell what honey we have. One last time, and we'll also go ahead and get the wool. So we'll sell this, we'll come back, we'll get whatever wool we have, put into the spinnery. I think I'm just going to leave that on distributing for now. That was a little aggressive, wasn't it? We'll leave it on distributing for now. I want to get up to enough cash with the honey and the fabric to where we can get our spreader, a weeder, and then if we need to, we could sell some more and get a roller. But I think, in all honesty, I'm not sure if we're going to need a roller right away. It may require rolling, but I want to get the best yield possible. Since we have the time to do it, you know, we got a few months, we should go ahead and make sure that when we plant, our field is as prepared as it possibly can be, so that way we get the highest yield out of the field possible and make as much money as possible. I will do a little research. I gotta look back and see. I think we're in year 3. No, year 3 would have been if we planted last year. I'll have to look and see. We may be in year 4. Remember, we only have 10 years. We're on good pace to really ramp things up exponentially over the next couple of years. As we get more fields, we get more production, we're going to make it a lot more money, and we can really see just how big we can get, so we can produce as much money as possible in the final years. Let's go ahead and get this cotton, or this wool. That's one thing I do want to get into, is cotton. Get this wool that's here, get it in the spinnery as well. And I think we're going to call that an episode. Not a ton that we got done. We did do some good things, though. We got our sheep fed. They won't go hungry again for a while. We got the field completely de-rocked, and I think the next thing to do is lime it. Yeah, we just need to get the lime in there and get the nitrogen levels up, and we should be ready to plant. So, probably next episode. We'll take 2 minutes here before I give you guys my sign off, and let's just look and see what that spreader is going to cost us, and we'll kind of make a decision on which one we're going to go for. So 36,000 or 25,000. So we'll see what we make overnight going into the next episode. And see, we'll probably go ahead. I'm going to shoot for this one. I'd really like to get this guy, just for the simple fact it can carry a lot more capacity, and that will keep us from having to refill the spreader when we're doing lime, because the lime goes very quickly. So we'll shoot for this in the next episode. If we get that, we'll go ahead and get the field limed, then planted, and then we'll see if we're going to need a roller and a weeder. I almost wish we could have gone with the weeder that we saw in here earlier. Sorry, I'm a little slow here because I'm wondering, will that fit on our tractor if we get the front loader option? That's a very large front loader. That's the 7R mod. Wow, that is big. That's probably for a 7 series. I'm pretty sure that doesn't go with our tractor. But I'm half tempted to put the front loader on our tractor just to see, honestly. Because if it is, okay, the episode's going to go on for about 5 more minutes. So let's go check that out real quick. We have some time. We're still early into the day, our month here, so let's just go and see I think the front loader option for this tractor was like $1,500. So we could go ahead and throw it on there, see what combinations we can go with. Because if we can go with that 700M for this tractor, I don't believe we can, but we'll see. If we can, we'll go ahead and get that. Because that's a really good price for that. Quite a bit off. And repairing it and painting it, not a big issue. So that's something we definitely want to check out real quick. So let's pull in here to the garage, say hello to our favorite lady. We need to give her a name. What's a good name for our receptionist over there? You guys leave me a message in the comments. Let's see what should we call her. She's shy and won't give us her name, so we're just gonna have to come up with one for her. Alright, let's see what we got here. Front loader attachment, yeah, it's only $1,500, so the quickie or the hauler. I think we'll have to go with that one, maybe. What's that one? Possibly this one? Yeah, I mean, we can buy it. We can see what attachments go with each, because once we buy a front loader attachment, we can change out the arms there. So let's go ahead and do that. And then let's see. Now we should be able to select this. And see combinations. Let's see here. So we've got the attachment. There's no combos for that. So let's see if, okay, that's interesting. Front loader options. That's for the 603R. 640. Because that's the 700M, right? That's what's in there. Will that attach to our front loader attachment? 290 horsepower. Okay, so that will not work with our tractor. So what will work with our tractor? Let's see here. 280, 90. So that one will work. Oh no, wait, we went with the hauler, right? So this one. John Deere, will this not work with our tractor? 9,500. I think we have to go with the one we got, right? Which is that one. That requires 180 horsepower, so I don't see why the hauler would work on our tractor. Maybe it's this one that goes to our tractor. Yeah. Maybe that one? So what's a quickie? Let's see here. We'll call that quick instead of quickie. Just for simple purposes. Nothing too alarming. I think it'd be that one. So maybe that's what we'll have to go with. Yeah. We'll have to go with this guy. But that's okay. I'm not too worried about getting it right now. I just wanted to see. It was only $1,500, put the attachment on there. We have the attachment, so we can always get the front loader option. Let's not forget this guy. Alright. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get the front loader here pretty soon. I think we'll probably get the front loader when we start doing bales. Once we get a baler, I'd like to save up and get a baler that can wrap, and that way we can do some like wrap silage. The only problem is I think the balers that wrap only go up to 150 centimeters radius, so we'll have to see. I'd like to do the 180 and then a wrapper for the 180s, just because I like the 180 size. They stack well, they fit well, and they are quite large. So alright guys, I think that's where we're going to call it for this episode. Like I said, not a huge amount done, but some really good things that we got done. So we got the field de-rocked, we got the sheep fed, they're ready to go. We should have a lot more wool in the morning. We can get that spinnery ramping up to 100%, keeping it full. Next episode, we're definitely going to probably get the seed down. How many more months do we have before we can plant? Let's take a look here. Actually, maybe not next episode. We may advance. That would be 4 months of advancement, but we may do it. Honestly, there's not going to be much to do until we plant. So what we could possibly do is just make sure the sheep are fed, make sure the wool's in the spinnery, and then we'll just sleep and advance time and then get into where we can do some planting. But I hope you guys stuck around for this episode. Like I said, not much going on. The next one should be a little more action-packed. We'll get some seed down, get the canola going. And until next time, guys, have a royal day. We'll see you in the next one. Until then.